Hi everyone. So we're going to be doing some educational videos going forward to keep everybody busy and have something to do to continue their horse knowledge while we're not able to hold riding lessons. So I am here today with Monty. He is a 19-year-old New Zealand thoroughbred, and we are going to be learning about free lunging today. So free lunging is a way that we can work the horses from the ground instead of in the saddle. Free lunging has a lot of different uses for a lot of different horses. I like to use it a lot with the young horses who are learning about how to keep their balance without a rider. It's a really good thing for a hot horse to be able to free lunge before they are ridden to kind of take some of the edge off a little bit and get them focused on their work. And it can be a really great way to just kind of build a bond with your horse. It kind of helps establish you as their herd leader and helps kind of build that relationship too. So we're gonna go free lunge Monty, and my plan is to video it and then do a little voiceover after so that you guys watching can look out for what I'm asking with my body language and what his body language is telling us. So let's go give this a shot. I start off by sending him out to the rail. In most cases, you would use a lunge whip as an additional aid to help give direction, but this particular horse is pretty sensitive, and I'm able to just use his lead line to help give direction and send him forward. Early on in the session, or if your horse is new at free lunging and still learning, the only requirement we are asking of the horse is that they pick a direction and continue moving forward in that direction. They shouldn't cut across the middle, or try to stop, or try to change direction. You can see that I am keeping my shoulders square to his inside shoulder. This asks him to stay on the rail. As horses progress in their free lunging skills, you can ask them to do more advanced things. I'm about to ask Monty to make a smaller circle around me and then travel back out to the rail. I do this by pulling my right shoulder back, which asks him to come closer to me. When the circle is complete, I square my shoulders back up to his, which asks him to move back to the rail. As with most things we do with horses, you want to make sure you are working both sides equally. So we are now having him track to the left. You can see as he travels to the left that he starts to lower his head and neck and stretch down. This is one of the signs we look for that tells us the horse is ready to what we call join up with us, which you will see at the end. I'm about to ask him to change direction again, so I walk to the rail to get in front of him. This asks him to stop his forward motion and to change direction back to the right. I very much try to tailor each horse's free lunging session to what they need to work on. This horse is pretty tense and hot, and his canter transitions can be pretty explosive, so I always work a lot on the transitions in and out of the canter until they become a little quieter. I am able to notice a real difference in the amount of composure he's able to maintain in the transitions under saddle when we've been working on them in our free lunging like we are here. I am purposely asking him to travel on a smaller circle by pulling my right shoulder back. I find that asking this horse to canter on a circle helps to keep his focus and forces him to find his own balance a little better than if he were on the rail. Now that we're going to the left, I'm choosing to ask him to travel more on the rail to test his balance a little bit. I do this by squaring up my shoulders a little bit more than I did when we were traveling to the right. I try to always ask for the canter transition as the horse pushes off with their outside hind leg. Horses can canter on the correct or incorrect lead, which refers to which front leg is reaching forward more. If horses are to pick up the correct lead, they need to start their first stride by pushing off with the outside hind leg, which is why I try to set them up for success by giving the canter aid as they step with that leg. Here I am asking him to join up. There's a few things to look for in the horse's body language that tells us they are ready to join up. One is the lowering of the head and neck like we talked about earlier. Another is the horse turning the inside ear towards you, which means they are focusing and paying attention to you. The third is a motion they make with their mouths that we call licking and chewing, which many believe is a sign of submission. You can see that I am crouching to ask him to come in and join up. I do this to assume a neutral position. I make myself small and unthreatening, and I avoid eye contact with the horse. It is important to remember that horses are prey animals first and foremost, so our body language has to be welcoming. You can see that Monty stopped and turned to me immediately, but didn't come in too close at first. That is fine. I like to give the horses some time to consider coming in and joining up. After about a minute, if the horse doesn't choose to come in, I will send them out to work for a few more minutes and then ask for them to join up again. He eventually comes a little closer and joins up. He's now walking to follow me and stay at my shoulder. He will turn, stop, walk, and even trot with me because we formed that connection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm happy to answer any questions you have in the comments, and we look forward to putting out more videos for all of you.